Good morning. It is Monday, July 23rd, 2018. And so I broke my screen on my phone, so I'm kind of irritated with it right now. But so it's Monday and I am waiting to go into the doctor's office for the nutritionist to see the nutritionist. I know what she's going to say. She's going to say that I ate crappy and I need to cut some stuff out and that I need to increase my eating because I'm not really getting 1,200 calories in, and the calories that I am getting in are crappy calories. So I know she's going to tell me that I need to cut out some of the stuff that I've been eating and increase the good stuff. Which I already know. So, cut out the KFC and the mashed potatoes and cut down on, well, I guess I can't really cut down on the rice, but, um, you know, lower the carb intake a little bit. Um, so, and so I already know that. So we'll see what else she has to say. I did get to the gym Saturday. As the video showed, I did go to the gym, and I did not go yesterday. I wanted to go, but I wound up watching the videos, and I was further behind than I thought. So I still am not caught up. I'm actually half a week behind. So I'm going to have to work on that to get caught up so that way I can be on track with everybody else. So, I basically went through the first week of, the first 3 hours of videos, or I think it's 5 hours of videos, showing expectations and telling about, the process and the procedures and whys and why you're here and why did you choose this and why this is a great option and those type of things. So I can't wait to get to the meat of the program. But I do know that, they touched base on some of the stuff that I already know that I need to do better with increasing my calories and making them good calories instead of empty calories like soda and ice cream and those type of things, because I'm not even getting 1,200 calories a day. And some of the calories that I'm eating or drinking are bad calories. So I need to fix that. I also need to increase the water intake because I'm not doing too great on the liquids. Speaking of which, so my tea this morning actually has turmeric in it. So it doesn't really taste too bad either. Can't tell the turmeric's in there. But it's green tea and it's got very little sugar in it. It's green mint tea, and I added some turmeric in there. I think it's like a tablespoon of turmeric in the gallon of iced tea. And when I made it from scratch, so when I boiled the water, I put the turmeric in there, and so that way it kind of dissolved in part of itself. It turned my container yellow, which I'm not impressed about, but hopefully it gives me some of the same, it helps the same way with the inflammation and stuff, because my elbow's killing me. And I hate taking pills. So not much else is going on. We're working on the t-shirts and getting that going. Unfortunately, because it's being so humid, it takes a little while, for the paint to dry. And I don't want to send anything out sticky, icky. So it's gotta stay behind. And I hope today that it dries up a little bit. The air dries up so that way I can dry the paint better. It's just crappy. If I had the proper stuff, it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't, so I have to work with what I have. But it's okay. So not much else. I'm hoping things start to move along with this gastric bypass stuff. I'm hoping that I go see the psychiatrist next week, and then once they clear me, I'm hoping that we get some kind of the balls rolling for them to actually get things in play. I would like to have this procedure done in October. And the reason being is, number one, I want this to be able to claim this on my taxes as a tax break, because it's so costly. But number two, I would like to be able to, by 2019, start having things in play and actually losing the weight. The sooner the better, because I've been dealing with this and it's slowly increasing. So when I came back to Maine in 2015, 16, I was 181 pounds. And I am now 235 pounds. And since being here, when I was in Connecticut, I never was part of a gym. Never part of a gym. We walked, or I walked, and we were constantly active. And even when I was by myself, when James was in jail, I was constantly active. I would walk. I would get out and walk on my own. I would walk to the store. And I do that now. The problem, and I've said this before, is I'm limited to the amount of time and where I can walk to. So there's no like corner store that I can go to buy milk, or like I would walk to the grocery store and then take a van back that the grocery store provided. There is no option like that. And the grocery store is there, but there's no option to come home. So I walk to the grocery store, but I have to carry the bags home, and that's just impossible. So I would walk to the grocery store in Connecticut, and then the grocery store provided a shuttle back home to local, as long as you lived within the vicinity of the area, which obviously I did because I walked there. So there's none of that as an option here. So you walk there, you have to walk back with your groceries, or you take a cab back. Well, that's just costly. So what do? I just drive, because I can't walk back home with the grocery bags. So I just drive there. Which, I would rather walk there and then just get a ride back, but that's just not an option. So those are things that I miss, because those things helped in losing weight. Like James and I were talking yesterday, I used to walk to Walgreens to go get my prescription and go get whatever it was. And then, I would either walk back up the hill, or I would take a cab back up the hill in the wintertime. But that's not an option. There's nothing close by for me to do that. So it sucks. It sucks. And then it's just so cold, or too snowy or icy because they don't plow the sidewalks, or they don't, so it's shitty. It's so shitty, because these are the options that I have. And so lack of movement, I know, is a big thing. But even with going to the gym, I went from 2016 to 2015, all the way to 2016, all the way to 2017, going to the gym religiously 4 to 5 times a week for an hour to 2 hours a day. And I didn't lose weight. I gained it. Now, I did gain some muscle in that process, but I gained weight. And can't say that it was the food that I was eating, because at that point in time, I was not eating carbs. I was eating green smoothies. I was having spinach and kale for lunch. I was cooking my own meals. We were not eating out. It was till the point where I got to 225, 28 pounds after doing all of this stuff, when I finally said, fuck it. Why pay for a gym membership, and why pay for all this food that I'm the only one eating that is not helping? I just said, fuck it. And I just let it all go. So obviously something internally is making it so that way my system is not computing with what I'm doing. And I need a reboot in the system. And the only thing I can think of is this. Because I've literally done everything else. I've cut the carbs. I've cut the sugar. I go to the gym. I've lifted weights. I've done intermittent fasting. I've done the shakes. I've done the protein. I've done all of these things, and nothing's worked. Now, I know movement is a big, big thing. I know that. But even with going to the gym, it wasn't working. So we're going to get this done, and hopefully we can get this done and resolved really quick. So that way I can start to be healthy again, because I'm tired of being unhealthy. I'm tired of it. So you know what I say, the best investment you can make is investment in you. What are you investing in you today? Today I'm investing in meeting another doctor, paying another doctor to help me figure out what's going on, so that way I can get the okay and get this going. So you guys have a great Monday, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.